Hello, I hope you all are having a wonderful day. It's already February 24th. It's just amazing. Just wanted to do a little video. I was thinking I left some messages on my last circle video, and I just felt like sometimes I know those look like they're like 37 minutes long, so sometimes people don't even want to take the time to look at it. And I just felt like it's such an important time right now for messages about these transitions that we're all feeling, or most of us anyway, I think. And if you haven't yet, you might find your wave coming. And I just felt like it was important to share a little bit, and kind of wanted to share my excitement about it too, because I think maybe that'll help. Maybe that'll help, just inspire us to, walk through them and understand what's happening. And so anyway, that's what this is about. And again, it's February 24th, 2020. Amazing. And this year has just been such an incredible year for transformations. It's funny because I kind of feel like I've been saying that for a while, but this year there's something different about it. I knew that coming into this year. I know many of us have felt that last year, at the end of the year, I got really strong encouragement from my guides to do some extra work with releasing. Little did I know what that was going to entail. But at the end of the year, I did, set my intention, like many of us, and to just let go of a little deeper, but anything that's not serving me, but especially old family patterns and societal patterns that just really, aren't serving me anymore. And so that I could clear myself and be ready for the energy that was pouring through this year. Because I'm sure, maybe you felt it or heard about it, but this year feels so significant with the waves and in a way to help us build this new foundation. Like we've all been hearing about, we've all been taking steps towards it, and yet this year it feels a little different as we're actually manifesting it. Like it's really coming to fruition, and the seeds are sprouting and growing, and we're seeing it all over the place. And so it can be like super exciting. You probably hear me say that word a billion times just because that's just in my energy and what I'm feeling right now. But there's so much potential in with this energy that's moving through us right now, not through our planet, to really let go of all that's not serving us so that we can be different. We can make new choices. It's a new day, it's a new time, and it's just the part. What happens is, like, here I did this work to setting this intention to clear all that, and I said with grace, ease, and joy, because I'm a big one for that. But when January hit, it hit me really hard. I got knocked on my butt. And for me, being a big empath and very, intuitive and sensitive, I tend to take things on physically, or they like express through me physically. And so it hit me physically really hard. And I tend to do pretty much everything as naturally as possible. Like I because of my past and what I've been through and what I've learned, I don't usually go to the doctors or things like that, because I've do my research, and I listen to my body, and I listen to my intuition, and I use oils and homeopathic medicines, and just different things that I feel guided to use. And I really work hardcore with nutrition, because I've learned that food is our fuel. And so I do all of that. And so when it hit me in January, I was like, wow, where is this coming from? And I'm doing all of these things, and yet there was a moment where I had a little like wave of fear that came through me, and I was like, maybe I need something else. Am I missing something? But at the same time as I was feeling that, and I was guided to reach out to a naturopath and also to some friends that are also healers, which they helped me, a couple of them helped me with some just really validation for what I was getting, because what I was also hearing from my own guides was that this is just old stuff clearing. You asked for it, you're getting it. I did set that intention. I was ready to move on with my life. I was ready to let go of what was blocking me, to let those fears go, to let those patterns that aren't serving me, so that I can make the choices that I want to make and be free to do that. And so as I was feeling all of these things, and there was a lot of discomfort, physical pain and things like that, and I kept getting reminded, it's okay. This is just passing through. It's not staying. You're not sick. You're not, it's just stuff that has been stored in your body for so long, and you've given it permission, and maybe I've done different layers and layers to be ready to release these deeper layers. So now it was coming up and out. And so I kind of held on to that. By the time I went to see the naturopath, I was already like, I already got it. Like, it was already starting to move its way out. And for me, and what I like to share about that with these transitions that we're feeling, the best thing you can do is to fully embrace it. Don't try to resist. Don't run away. Don't, if you find yourself going into, which I know a lot of us do, and we feel stuff, it's like, oh my God, how long is this going to last? Or, I've already done this so many times. Because anytime we do that, we're just prolonging it and we're making it harder. So instead, if you can work with it and just really embrace, like, okay, this is what I'm feeling. It's trying to tell me something, or it's trying to clear it. And like, that's one thing that I really want to stress with everybody right now, is to just make sure you give some space to knowing that some of what we're experiencing right now is just a clearing. It is just old stuff coming up and out. It's got to come out somewhere. And so people will experience that in different ways. And especially for resisting, it's going to be a little bit harder for it to process out. So anyway, when by the time I went, like, we did, blood work and just ultrasounds and things like that. And the amazing part was when I finally just really understood that I wasn't taking some steps that I needed to take for me to open up my path. As soon as I recognized that, and the reason I wasn't going, that was the old patterns in me not allowing me to take those steps. And as soon as I released it, everything shifted. My whole body, everything started feeling better. It was like almost overnight. It was crazy. It was like, this is awesome. And I know that things can work this way. And so by the time I went to see her, it was just validation. And she was on the same page as me. Like, yep, this is what's happening. You're clearing, you're detoxing. And so here, let's help with this detox. Here's some homeopathic, parts that can help you with the clearing that you're already going through. And so we did blood work anyway. And the most amazing thing for me, and for those of you that know me, I had a history of being really sick in my past. Like 20 some years ago, I had cancer and lupus. And, whenever I've gone in for blood work, which is, as the years gone by, got rarer and rarer that would go in to have anything done. But just to check it, they always want to check it when they see me. It would be okay, but not, my cholesterol used to be high and all that. Well, this was the most amazing blood work I've ever had done. Like, everything was perfect. The whole cholesterol, all that stuff was like better than great. It was like, she even said, oh wow, this is really impressive. And I was impressed. I was like, to me, it just validated all the choices I've been making and following the intuition, which is what I wanted to share again, is that we all have that. And right now is the most important time to be listening, to be, let go of what's of each other person's path, and really come in and try to get in tune with your own heart and what's in your, what you're being guided to, what your flow is, and then get in line with that flow so things can happen. And it'll also kind of walk you through the transitions that need to happen for you to manifest the life that you want to. And that's where the exciting part comes in, because as we do this, and as we're letting go, of these pieces and these patterns and the way that we were, used to thinking, we were just trained, we were good students, and it used to work in the days where energy, moved slower and our planet was in a different place, everything. Well, it doesn't serve us anymore, and it cannot sustain itself where we're going. It literally can no longer sustain itself in these new times. And so that's why so much looks like it's happening, is because there is so much old stuff that is trying to be released on our planet. And if you look around, you can see it. It's pretty incredible. But the exciting part, what gives me so much hope, and, is that, even like 10 years ago, you didn't hear, like there was, well, maybe let's go back even further, there was only a few people that really stood out to understand these things and make those changes. I more than a few, but it was like, it wasn't a common thing. And you definitely didn't see it in mainstream, because you were one of the crazy ones if you believe these things. Whereas now today, I look around, and every day, no matter where I'm at, the store, then if I happen to walk by and hear, my mom likes to watch the news, and I hear something, they're this language of the new, spiritual foundations, or, like going within, self-help, all these things. It's common now. Everyone's like, these things are just mainstream. Going to get alternative healing work done along with going to the doctors, massage, energy work, all of it, meditation. These are common wording and language now. So if anything, that could be like a super huge inspiration to understand how different the times are today than they've ever been. And so it's really exciting, and you could use this to help you move forward. And one thing I also want is you're not alone. Even if you might not feel it, if you take a moment and just breathe and tap in to the energy that we're all connected, you feel it, and you realize that we're all just kind of going through our own clearing and processing and assimilating the new energies, but we're doing it together, and if you're not seeing that in your life and you want to see more of that, it's open up to it. Put it out to the universe. Thank you for connecting me with more of these people, or more of these opportunities, and they'll show up. And all of it is just being, matching the vibration to what we want. And so it's always come home and work on that inside of yourself first. Yourself, your families, your home, everything. And the more we do that, the more we're helping, the planet at this time. And the more we are willing to look at what we're thinking, what we're feeling, how we're reacting to everything in our daily life, and be willing to embrace it, and then also see what needs to maybe be corrected. Maybe a lot of it you'll see is outdated. A lot of the fears that we hold on to really don't make sense anymore. They really don't. But we were just, again, good students, and things get passed down, and sometimes we forget to question, and we're just acting out at these patterns that no longer connect. So anyway, it's a great, opportunity to work with that, connect with other people that are like mind. If you like, every 2 weeks I do a circle of compassion online on Zoom. How awesome is that? You can be in your pajamas, it doesn't matter. And we talk about what's going on. I bring through some messages, we do a healing meditation, and I bring some ending messages, and then it's done. And all of those, if you want to check any of them out, they're all up on my website. They're all on my YouTube. My YouTube is just under my name, Carolyn Kaufman. You can subscribe to my YouTube channel and get updates of whenever I do a new video. On my website, it's thelabyrinthoflife.com, and I have all my updates. I have the schedule of when we're going to do the circles. I have all the past videos and meditations, and you can fall asleep to the meditations and have them help you, set the intention to have them help you with whatever you're working through, to help ease the transition for you, and bring about any kind of healing, or just enjoy relaxation. And then I also have information about my services, because that is something that I'm stepping back into, because I love this, and I'm so excited about all the changes and moving through these transitions. And I've been blessed with, through all my hardships and intuition, with just tools and information and compassion to help people walk through these transitions as well. And so I'm really excited to share that. And so if that calls to you, the information is on my website, and you can feel free to contact me and set anything up that you'd like, and just really know either way that you are loved and that you're not alone, and that a lot of what we're feeling right now is just change happening, and it's leading to better things for us. It's leading to a future and a picture of what we really want. And so hang on, keep breathing. Deep breaths really help a lot. They help to ground us in the moment, not let us get out too far. And probably one of my next videos will talk a little bit more about that, and about how staying in the moment and being very present helps through these transitions as well. Move through these transitions much more grace, ease, and joy. Anyway, lots of love to you all, and I look forward to seeing you and hopefully sharing with you at the circles, and just we'll all keep walking this awesome time together, and can't wait to see what unfolds. Blessings.